Who said fries have to be unhealthy? You can still enjoy a healthier version of your favorite food by making them in an air fryer. Trust me, guys. They taste exactly the same, if not better than the traditional fried ones. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the most delicious fries using the air fryer. I hope you do like, I hope you do comment, and I hope you do subscribe to my channel. Let's get cooking. So I paired my fries with some sausages, a salad, and a dipping sauce. I did start off by washing my potatoes under running water. Yes, it is very important that you do, so that you try and wash out all the soil particles and whatever may be in the soil, so that when you peel your potatoes, some of that dirt doesn't attach to them, and yes, after peeling you still need to wash them again. So let's go ahead and peel the potatoes. It's okay if you don't peel and you just go straight to the cutting. If you do decide to leave the peels on, please spend a bit more time washing the potatoes beforehand. I just feel like fries are better without the peels, right? Or it's just my big back talking, but I just feel like they're better. I'm just saying, guys, I'm just saying. So let's go ahead and cut the potatoes. I just cut them into medium-sized pieces, and I try to cut them as evenly as possible. So you know how you cut off the edges and then you form the perfect squares, rather the perfect rectangles for your fries. I had that edge to do that, but then my bank balance was like, nope sis, you're not there yet. So yes, we're going to use every bit of that potato, including the imperfect edges that make the weird half moon like shapes. So yeah, I just cut everything. Just try to make sure that they're at least almost the same size, so that when they cook evenly, and you don't have pieces that are underdone and pieces that are almost burning in your air fryer. And I've heard a few people say, how come your ingredients always look a bit ragged? I'm like, guys, these are all organic. Where I come from, we don't have the perfect looking ingredients, because as you know, potatoes do grow in soil. So yes, they're not going to look perfect, like picture perfect. They're going to have a bit of dents here and there. Same goes for the tomatoes. I mean, they spend months outside, so that's why they look like that. So just wash off the excess starch. I did that under running water, and then that was just to rinse off any remaining starch. I immediately put them in a pot, because we do need to boil them a bit, because if you don't, oh, it's going to be disastrous. So I just added a bit of salt, and then put some water, put them on the stove, and let them boil away. So the method that I use for the air fryer actually requires me to first boil the potatoes a bit. There is a method that doesn't require, but yeah, I will explain that later. So when your potatoes are done, don't overboil them where they become mushy. They should still have a bit of texture, but then not too soft. So I went ahead and started to season my potatoes. I added some paprika, I added some cayenne pepper, I added some ground black pepper. I also added 7 colors, just a mixture of a bunch of spices. It's really good. Just add whatever it is that you like. You can also just add the pepper, you can add the paprika as well as some spice if you have. So whatever spice combination it is that you like. You can also add like the dried parsleys, things like that. Then I just put in a bit of some vegetable oil, just a bit, to give them that nice golden color when they're put in the air fryer. Just toast your potatoes to mix everything together, and yes, don't mix, toss, because if you mix you risk breaking them, because we did pre-boil them. So just toast them around to mix everything, and into the air fryer they go. So just toss the fries into the air fryer, and then you just shake it around to make sure that they are evenly distributed in there. And also guys, the less you handle them, the better it is. So I just put them, close the air fryer, and then if you do not first boil your potatoes, cook them at a lower temperature at first, and then you increase the temperature to brown them. I did 200 degrees Celsius. I started with the 15 minutes, and then I added as we went. So if you don't boil the potatoes, please reduce the temperature so that they can cook inside before they brown on top. So halfway through, just keep opening the air fryer and tossing them around so that they turn and brown on the sides that haven't browned. So I just added 2 sausages in there together with the fries. I wish I had those air fryers that have got 2 drawers, where you can cook 2 different types of food. But this works great because all the juices from the sausages actually go on the fries. It gives them so much flavor. So just keep opening and tossing them around to make sure that they're evenly browned. So that's the finished product. I just added a bit more salt, but if you do add a bit more spices than I did, there will be no need to add more salt. So just test before you start adding other things. I needed a bit more salt, that's why I did add. And for the dipping sauce, I added a tablespoon of some mayonnaise. This is just the plain mayonnaise. Then I added some mustard. I just added half a teaspoon. I don't really like a lot of mustard, so if you like a lot of mustard you can add more. I generally just add just a bit for that tanginess. Then I added some tomato sauce or some ketchup. I did not measure this, guys, just pour it in until your sisters whisper, "It's enough, my child." Then I added some salt. Then to season, I added some vinegar as well. Then to season, I also added that peri sauce. I do like chili food. I could have added a bit more chili on top of that, but some of my family members do not like chili food. I also put some freshly ground black pepper, and I mixed everything. Trust me guys, it's one of the best dip sauces you can ever make. And yes, you can customize it however way you like. You can add paprika is great as well. When my grandma makes this, she actually toasts like the grains of the black pepper in a pan together with paprika and etc., and then grinds them and adds them to the sauce. It's really delicious. So let's dish everything out. I actually bought that little basket thing to make it look nice. So I just added my fries. They were so delicious. They're really delicious. So I had to put a lot of them in there. Then I also added some salad on the side. Yes, I made that garden salad. I will link a video to how I made that so that you guys can check it out. It's very simple. Then my sausages as well, one of the best. I get them from this butcher. They're really delicious, very easy to make. You just throw them in the grill and they're ready to go. And then I used the little container to put my dipping sauce. Guys, this meal was really delicious and very easy to make. It literally takes a minute to make the salad, and everything else is just into the air fryer and it's ready to go. Look at that plate, guys. Beautiful plate of goodness. So I hope you liked everything. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.